So, it's a big week. Let's start off on the right foot. Let's go through a lot of things. I'm doing this video a little bit later today just to kind of get some more information about what's happening. There's a lot to go through, as in what's happening. Honestly, this week, madness. So make sure you stay tuned so you have a bit of a gist of what's happening. Not so much in crypto, but in the traditional markets. There's a big thing happening in crypto too called the consensus. Yeah. Anyways, so first thing to talk about, number 7 on the trending news. The UK stocks have plummeted a little bit. Time's over, Boris, basically. Vote of no confidence. So there's going to be a vote to see of his leadership. There is also this sort of recession word, so we need to be careful with that. But let's talk about other things, more important things and more obvious things. What is happening this week? Now, there's been a few statements by a few people, probably know by the thumbnail. Big week ahead. We know what happened last time, but genuinely is a big week. So apart from today, pretty quiet. Tomorrow, you got a Senate hearing on the role of cryptocurrency in the adoption, the use case, the ability for ransomware payments. Huge thing, right? You've also got some Bloomberg terminal stuff, but going to Wednesday, the SEC situation, yeah, there's something happening there too. But Thursday, stuff's happening, as you can see here. Very interesting about the Euro sort of situation. But let's talk about the last bit on that one on Thursday. How's hearing on terrorism and cryptocurrency? Terrorism, cryptocurrency. Terrorism, cryptocurrency. Very different. Don't know why they're together, but we'll see. Anyways, Consensus 2022 also starts on Thursday. Now, Friday, CPI update. Hello. Consumer Price Index update. Probably expecting it to keep going up at the moment. It's expected at 8.3. As you know, it was roughly around 8% last time. So we'll see where it actually goes. And then obviously more consensus stuff. Huge week. Let's talk about quantitative tightening. Quantitative tightening has just started. Literally just started, pretty much. The ability for the market to be pulled out in terms of money versus what was happening with the stimulus checks, money going in, right? So what do you think? No longer buying bonds, no longer doing certain credit stuff and all kinds of lovely stuff, and the interest rates are going up, and the interest rate hikes are continuously going to go up and very aggressive in their way that they're going up. They need to find $9 trillion. Works out roughly 1.1 million per minute. Belt fed out the market. Ooh. Right. So, bullish? No. My personal thought, that is not bullish. The other one is quantitative easing. That's bullish. When you put money in, put money out. No. Especially if you look at Apple, especially if you look at big stocks, big subscription bases, people are tightening their wallets. They may not want to buy the latest iPhone. They may not want to upgrade to Netflix. They may not want to buy Disney Plus or whatever. I don't know. So you got to think of that as well. So just be careful, right? Now let's talk about the markets. Let's go on to the charts. BTC, still in a range. Don't get too excited. We have, though, formed a higher low, which is hugely important in what's going to happen next. If we break out of this, I will feel a lot better. I am sick of this, man. I'm sick of not being able to trade. I'm sick of just sitting going, I'm bored. And literally, throughout this Jubilee weekend, I've been decorating for most of the part because I'm sick to death of that. So we need to be careful, right? Be clear and obvious with your levels. Be clear and obvious with your direction. Wait for a clear signal, right? Don't just go, oh, I'm going to go buy into it. One day, like, yay. Next day, like, oh, I wish I waited. Because what I'm seeing this quite a lot. A lot of people are celebrating very early, going, oh, look at this. Bulls are fucked. Bears are dead. Whatever. You know, it's like, it's too early to say anything. So just be careful. But what I will say is this. We have had, for the first time in a very long time, and it's making me feel a little bit more excited, we have had a little consolidation level on the daily time frame on the 618 level, sitting there, and then we're shooting. I think up here is kind of where we should end up. Should is the key word here. There's a big week. That might change it. So the reason why I say that is because we've had a big, massive impulse going down. We need to pull back up at some point. We are sitting kind of in that mid kind of no man's land, really. So we need to be careful. But 34,000 was a strong level. We broke through it, and people were like, oh, great. Now 30k. Oh, we're below 30k. Oh, no. So we've got to look at that situation. So overall, that is that. Total market cap, similar sort of situation. Doesn't look as strong as Bitcoin, even though this kind of mirrors it. But you got to look at the figures that a lot of things have happened in the last few months. Altcoins are pretty weak, in my opinion, even still. Why is that in a situation? Because BTC dominance, boys and girls, is still rising. So when we're looking at the BTC dominance, look at that bad boy. Boom! So, yeah. If you know me from my old days talking about BTC dominance, you know that this is an important chart. 53% is definitely going to happen, in my opinion, but we'll see. Also, you got to look at the stable currencies. Are they going to go down? Are they going to compensate for it? Who knows? Anyways, the last thing I want to touch on this video is pretty important, and I mentioned it kind of just then. When we're looking at the BTC dominance, we've got to look at what's happening with the likes of Ethereum, the big pairs, right? When we talk about altcoins and we're looking at stuff, a lot of them do follow this chart quite a lot in terms of the understanding of it, like alt season, people getting excited about the Ethereum network. And we've got to look at the fact that this is on a key level now. We've formed an absolute perfect sort of situation where I think we are going to go lower personally. I think that. Now, this would coincide with the fact of the dominance chart going bong, right, up, which is hugely important. So this could still go much higher. As you can see, it's did a nice little retracement to correct it. Obviously, this is just index technical analysis. It doesn't really factor much, but it gives you a base of the trend. The trend is going up, right? So we can remove that situation here on this level here and think, well, if we do actually get a dominance breakout where it goes above that level, there's a high chance we're probably going to retest this level here. So you need to be somewhat alert to that. What does this mean for you if you're understanding this? Basically, your altcoin is going to get crushed. Sorry. So basically, your BTC pair is going to get absolutely demolished. So you know that BTC Ethereum pair that I just showed you? Guess what? Not going to look good. Now, finally, as I say, talking about dominance, the main reason why the dominance is changed is because of also this. You got to look at the fact of the lagging indicator, the fact of this bad boy, and in my opinion, it's pretty awesome. This is going up. It had done a nice little retracement. It still is kind of retracing, and this is the underpinning thing of why I think people are losing out on money. They're not looking at money flow. They're not looking to see how dominant the USDs are. Why is that important? Because when you look at the BTC dominance, up is bad, down is good. Guess what? Look at that, right? Yes, we're coming down right now, but you got to understand the fact that the BTC dominance is also rising. So more money might be going into Bitcoin at the moment. You've got to look at so many different situations. But for me, if this keeps going up, and we may well get a much higher dominance pair of the market on the USD, that could be incredibly important of where things could be going. So this is in a very strong looking trend right now. It's just overall looking pretty damn strong. You can see that it's pretty clear on the weekly time frame. So we're looking at a strong dominance on BTC. We're looking at a strong dominance on USD. And the most important thing is the fact that BTC is still in its little range right now. Important to know. So today, this week, and coming on into the next few weeks, there's some monster things happening, right? If BTC loses 30k, there's a high chance, guess what, again, a little bit of a sell-off panic. We may well be in the relief rally now, but we'll see what the fundamentals give us. We'll see what the news gives us. Because for me, when I look at the overall market and the bias of the entire market, yes, we're in a downtrend. I am long-term bullish, by the way. But if we are going to get that quantitative tightening, if we are going to get regulations and words about cryptocurrency and terrorism mixed in as the same sentence, ransomware and stuff, it feels like they're trying to do something with the direction of this market. So if you like this stuff, leave the video a like and watch the next video that is recommended to you. It may help you.